would like to welcome you to the Ngintait country. This is the land of the eagle and the crow, the Kalpara, the Makarara. We would like to remember the old, for they walked this land thousands of years ago, and remember the past, present and the future, and the loved ones we lost lately. And due respect to them all, stand and give a minute of silence, please.
We've all, our people have all walked this country with respect, thousands of years together. It's good to see us all, working together for the next 40,000 plus years. This is a tool that can be a very powerful tool, depends on how we build it. And how we build it comes down to what we got to share. From our knowledge or from our feelings, from our heart, what this country means and what the waterways mean to us as well. So don't be ashamed, we've got to get rid of that stuff and move forward. We have to always visualise great things happening in our future. And I think if we have that same vision together, that visualisation turns into reality.
It's going to be a great tool for government agencies to see how we'd like to look after the country, but it'll also help us Indigenous people to have a voice in government as well.
The river was a black man's highway, not a highway out there, that's a white man's highway. They used to trade all along the river, was quartz, possum skins, kangaroo skins, flints and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? That's how they learned to travel when they go into another man's country before there was colonisation. In 1788 there was no boundaries.
We're walking together, side by side, because the moment somebody goes in front, they're in charge. The moment somebody gets left behind, they're left behind and they're just dumped. And so we've got to walk this country together.
No, they jump on the side.
The river doesn't stay at one height all the time. Naturally, it's up and down. But what the lock does is it keeps the river at one height all of the time. Better the river doesn't get to dry out and grow plants, which is habitat for all of the fish. And we don't get these streams out the side that flood sometimes but are dry the other times. And that has had an enormous impact on the environment.
Where we're going to have a look at has got water pumping into the start of Walpola Creek, so trying to get water to flow down it. It's a bigger flow, around 50 to 60,000 megalitres. That's about half the size of 2016, so it's not a real big flood, but it should all connect through here, and a lot of times it'll back right up to here before it actually starts flowing through that top end.
This weekend is about us understanding what's happening around this area with the water systems and how they're using machinery to channel to different areas where it needs a watering, the importance of the river and keeping it clean and keeping it flowing and having a better understanding of what it actually does.
Change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid.
What's disheartening for black people, you know what I mean? Us older people passing down to our smaller generations. And we've been talking about this sort of stuff for about 20 odd years, even longer, as I can remember. And sometimes it's disheartening, you know what I mean? We can put up all the plans in the world, But are they going to accept these plans? We're talking about the same thing now for over 30 years. I have been, and I've never seen it go through once. So my criticism on this one, I'm still doubtful of even this one getting up, you know what I mean? Because when they do the country plan might come out and look at New Butte. But when it gets to the government's level, for you asking for more water as culture value and culture flows, it never happens. And the culture flow at the moment is 0.0.1. That's only percent of black people we've got, which is that much allocated at the moment. You can piss fast, and pardon the French, but you can't, you know what I mean? That's nothing.
In the history of water, in regards to government protocols, Aboriginal people has never had a say in this. When you deal with communities, they need to have an understanding, they need to digest information on what we as government are looking for, give them an understanding about all the different levers and mechanisms and enablers and how the system operates. It's a bit shame that they never had that opportunity in the past, and now they got that opportunity, like you say here, Uncle Norm, that he's doing it for his future generations, which is really good. But this is about the living culture, you know. When you start talking about culture, heritage, anthropology and archaeology, they're always examining Aboriginal people as a dead race. We're still alive. And this is now we can start talking about our living culture, how we want it to be heard and how it should be respected, you know, and give the community that voice to themselves to be proud of who they are.
Trim that up. Just leave the bark there, then I'm going to come in with a chisel and go right around him again and then make him that bad like that.
South coast to the Torres Strait, rainforests to the Cape, Arnhem Land to the Kimberleys, Central Desert to the seas, lakes and rivers far and wide, come together side by side, all my people. Come together now and let's sing. Wemba wemba wagaya, gondej mara jajarang, jadwa jali wadrong, Latji Latji, Ngintait, Nyeri Nyeri people. Come together now and let's sing.
When we see water, we know our plants going to grow again, vegetation going to grow again, wildlife going to come back again, those birds are going to start laying again, you know, the right seasons for us, like eggs and whatever. That's our food. Our natural food, been that way for thousands of years, and we're still carrying that tradition now. That's what I'd like to see. In my lifetime, to see where we can grab what we need is that water, that when they're growing up, they've got something to look forward to. They don't have to fight anybody for water. It's already there for them, you know what I mean? And they'll know that they're connected straight back to the country.
I like thinking about back in the past, what happened, and I want to figure out more. I can't stop saying, oh, is there more to it?
You can make new friends, and when you fish, and you can meet new people, people help you and that.
When they used to get in the circle and they all used to tell these stories, and yeah, and we had great-great-grandfathers from here, and probably hunting and stuff like that, yeah.
We not only have to really cement who we are as Indigenous people of this country, but we've got to have every other government department or thereof on side with us, because they are the ones, they're looking after today, but we've got the ideas from the past. We're from the past. It's been handed down to us. And so we want it to go through to the newer generations when we're gone.
Hey, it's still over there.
For the next generation, I've got 2 grandchildren here today. When they're my age, I hope that they aren't struggling as much as we, as the first people of this country, have been struggling.